This morning was a fantastic sunrise and I experienced most of it in the rear view mirror of my car. I did get down to Llyn Idwal and I did run over to the boathouse because I knew it wasn't going to last for long. I literally chucked my camera on the tripod and just started firing off as many shots as possible. I was shooting with the A7C and the A7 III. The A7C I had a wide angle lens on, the A7C I had a narrow lens on. I got a few shots, but I really need to work on my planning a little bit more. I keep telling you guys about planning your shots, and I completely screwed up this morning. Now, this is the worst form of landscape photography, where you're literally just rushing around trying to grab shots. But hey, onwards and upwards. I'm heading up to Llyn Idwal and the light has just gone completely flat. But there's something about this light and there's something about these clouds where you can just see some details in them. But a lot of the time when it is flat and grey like this, I'll pick out details. Now, I've been thinking about this for a while and it's really started to bug me. And it's that camera manufacturers aren't giving you all of the information that they should be. Now, I've been duped by companies before, and if you've been into photography for a while, you probably have been as well. And it's just really frustrating. Now, the first way they get to you is by getting ambassadors or mugs like me who want free kit to promote their own kit. And some of the marketing strategies are really aggressive and they get pretty much every YouTuber, every Instagrammer, everyone to promote that bit of kit all at the same time. That happened to me recently. I did feel really duped by it and I'm going to try to stop doing that. What you need to do is watch a few reviews off the people you really trust and kind of take it with a pinch of salt. I suppose it's a little bit like getting a quote for getting some work done on your house. You get 3 or 4 different opinions and then try and work it out for yourself. So you're probably going to see less reviews on this channel and probably less companies will start sending me kit after making this video as well. But hey ho. Oh yeah, I took a photo of this scene. I thought this winding rocky path was a nice leading line into these big moody mountains in the background. That rain is really starting to come this way. Starting to spit, and I think I'm gonna have to just accept raindrops on the lens today. It is getting quite a lot moodier though. So hopefully I can get some moody shots. Woo, it's getting windy. Listen to this. That's how windy it is. That camera's waffling around like anything. Ah. Now my next point is that gear has gone through an evolutionary phase. I remember back in '98, I think it was, I bought a digital point and shoot and it was revolutionary. I think the memory card in it was like a 4 megabyte card and I'm pretty sure it took 4 images, but it was quite the experience. Anyway, if you look at that camera and you look at the cameras we have now, the cameras we have now take amazing photographs with such great detail, a really high dynamic range. You can boost your ISOs up to crazy levels. So don't worry too much about the kit that you have, whether you have an APS-C camera with a kit lens or whether you have something like the Sony A1. If you don't put yourself in amazing locations, you won't get those amazing photographs. So gear doesn't really matter. The more expensive kit just makes it a little bit easier. Now this leads me on to the next point, which is the law of diminishing returns. If you see a new bit of kit, chances are that it'll only be ever so slightly better. So really start to think, do I need this lens? Do I need this new camera body? Or do I need this accessory? And if you don't, you'll save yourself some money and be able to spend it on coming to locations like this. So let's say, for instance, you wanted a new camera, but you decided instead to opt for a second-hand camera. You can get something like the A7R II, which is a full frame 42 megapixel camera for under $1,000 now. And with the Tamron lenses and Sigma lenses, you can really not spend too much relative to something like the A1, the R6, the Nikon Z7, all of those really up-to-date brand new cameras. They won't produce any better an image than the A7R II in the hands of a capable photographer. And that's what it comes down to, really. You want to build your skills and not worry too much about the camera kit that you have. That's what I'm trying to do anyway, although sometimes I've failed miserably and spend all my money on kit. Wow, this place never gets old. We've been coming here since we were kids and it's absolutely fantastic. I remember years ago doing a hike with my mum at the back here and the views are absolutely astonishing. Now I'm heading up just over there to try and get a shot. I don't think it's an original one, but it's nice today and the mountain in the background looks nice and moody. So let's see how that goes. Rain's starting to come in. I can see it swooping through, but I'm not deterred. Gonna make it to the point that I want to get a few photographs. Now there's also talk of the photography industry being dead, but I think this is just looking at it from a consumer point of view. It's not dead. People have just got decent cameras and they're really liking them. Obviously there's the mobile phone industry that's taking over as well. But the fact that you can buy a camera that's 10 years old and still get some amazing photos from it just shows how good that technology is that we've got at our disposal. Well, just looks like it's going to be one of those days. The mountain behind the lake that I wanted to photograph has completely disappeared. Anyway, the point that I was trying to make in this video was that photography is more about who you are as a person, not about the gear that you have. You can have a mobile phone, a GoPro, an A7 III, an A1, a Nikon Z7, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't go out and use it, you're not going to get any pictures with it. I've seen some photos from iPhones that look absolutely fantastic. And all it was that person was there at the right time. Now, obviously, I'm not here at the right time, but I'm going to keep coming back to this location time and time again until I get the photograph that I want. And that's what I mean about photography being about you. It's about you getting out, getting to those locations you want to photograph, or doing those portraits you want to do, whatever genre of photography you're in. Just get out there and shoot. Apparently there's a mountain over there somewhere. Apparently there's a mountain there. Can't really see it. Right, I suppose I should get a photo of this and then head home. Now let's have a look, see what we've got. There was definitely a mountain there this morning. I saw it. Oh yes, that's it, come on. Ooh. Kind of coming and going. That rain is clearing. All depends on how much dehaze I can put on that background without making it look unnatural. It does look pretty cool though. So to sum it up, getting more expensive gear won't make you a better photographer. Going out, taking photographs and spending time behind the camera will. And this is one of the reasons why this year I'm just out on location. It forces me to get out into the big wide world and use my camera. The conditions might not always be the best, but I learn so much and it really pushes me and pushes my photography. And I invite you to do the same. No matter what camera you have, just go out and shoot. Whether it's a walk in the park, a local woodland, in the city, obviously if it's not too dangerous, but just get out and take photographs. If you are in a city and it is quite dangerous, find some camera clubs to go out on or find some other photographers to work with. But just get out there, take photos, and I guarantee your photography will get much better.